Alrighty, so today I'm trying to feed my little Ornata here, elemental Ornata. She's stuck up in the top all the way over there. Recently got her the other day, Jamie's Tarantulas online. I made this little enclosure. It's the little arboreal enclosure, 4x4, and I had hot glued the top together, the bark up to the top, about 1 inch of substrate. Didn't really need to moist anything. Yeah, the substrate came moist. Glued the line up at the top, had cut it off. This piece was too large and didn't look right. And then I glued moss down on the side as well. I'll turn around and show you. I glued moss to the side, and I had hot glued it right there. So, to those people, this was my first pokey. I do not recommend these cages or these setups. This is my first time with it. Haven't had tarantulas in a while, and getting back in the game, and this enclosure definitely didn't help. This Ornata got out and started running around my house, and it was kind of a mess. But I'm trying to figure out a way how to open this without her running out. If you never had a pokey before, this one is the Ornata, elemental Ornata, is very skittish. And one problem that I did notice with these cages from Jamie, these setups, is actually they're starting to have little cracks in the corner. I don't know if you could see it, but they're starting to have little cracks already. And I mean, I've only had these a couple of days, not even 3 or 4 days. So just a word to the wise. I mean, it might even be better, just to use a simple little, like a regular deli container like this one. And I actually had a catcher in that, so thank God I had plenty of those around the house. So, but other than that, I mean, I do like the enclosure. I do like how it shows off your specimen, but I don't like the fact that it's very, very, very hard to open. So what I've decided to do here is I actually had to, because it was, when you close it down so tightly, I actually had to use a regular screwdriver and kind of pry it open, which was a real pain. So what I've decided to do, since this is so hard to take off and I don't want her running out, I'm actually going to try to open it, disconnect both pieces, and because I mean, she is so fast, and I only got her at about an inch and a half. So what I'm going to do is, if I could actually ever separate the two pieces here we go. I'm going to stick this huge index card underneath, just like that, because I do not want her getting out, and I don't feel like chasing her right now. Like I said, it was pain. So what I'll do is I'll just throw the crickets in the bottom. These idiots will run in. Perfect. Close. Okay. Now the Ornata, she's still she. I do not know the sex of it yet, but I like to call it a he. She's still up at the top, in the middle of the bark. I don't know if you guys can see. There she is. And this little crevice goes up a little bit, and she's pretty high up there. But she almost spans pretty much the whole enclosure. She's about 1.5 inches. These enclosures hold up to like 2 inches. So, arboreals. So, we'll try this out. Bam, perfect. Okay, I'm not gonna close this enclosure very well. I'm gonna leave it, even though it looks really cheesy. It took me about 4 or 5 minutes to open it without having them run out. So, I'll leave it as is, and check back in with these guys in a little bit.